If you have a red dot sight such as this RDS22 or this RS30 and you want to get more out of it, and by that I mean being able to shoot at further distances, you might want to consider adding on this, which is the M93X Magnifier by Feyachi. So this has really been popular in modern sporting rifles for quite a while for anybody who's been running red dot sights. And that while red dot sights are fantastic, one of the issues is that there is no magnification. So if you want to start shooting a little bit more for precision, or you want to start engaging targets at further distances, you would either need to replace that optic or really deal with a very, very small dot. So this is where something like this will come in, and what we have here is the 3-power magnifier. Now the cool part about it, so it is going to come with the mount, and really what it was meant for is to mount it to a firearm and then press a button and it'll flip up and out of the way so you can run it normally, and then when you do need magnification, press it in and it'll come right into it. So typically these magnifiers are meant to run with enclosed red dots such as this one by Feyachi. However, I don't actually have the tolerizer for it, so I will demonstrate with this RS30, which sits at the right height. So the RS30, we have separate videos on it, but it's a nice large dot. But the flexibility of this is that even this can work on there. So typically you want to make sure it's mounted on one rail, and even with a large dot like this, when you have it mounted all the way forward, you will be able to mount it on here. So just unscrew it, and there we go. And there's space in order to mount it. Now typically the reason why I say these are better mounted with enclosed dot sights is because they would take up less space and you can literally mount them one on top of another. Because it does flip out and out of the side, you want to make sure that there is enough clearance here with these type of dots. So obviously this is not a real firearm. We're just using it as a mock-up. You would typically run things just like this, where we have the red dot that you'd be using here, and anytime you need magnification, just press it down and it flips into the way, and now you have a magnified optic. The only things you really have to keep in mind with this is that while a red dot sight, you can literally use it at any distance, any parallax. When you add a magnifier, just like any magnified optic, you will have to get it closer to you, and really it's at this point where I have a fully magnified window. Now on this M90, you do have an adjustable fast focus eyepiece that'll put this into proper alignment and for your vision, whether you're wearing glasses or not. Then, once you have it aligned with your red dot, you will want to adjust the elevation and windage in order to make sure that that dot is centered within that magnifier itself. Now, the other cool parts are, so it doesn't come attached and you will have to attach it yourself. It does come inside the box with a spacer. So if you want to use it with backup iron sights as well, you will be able to adjust the height on there depending on how high you have your front, in order to make sure whether it's going to be fully co-witnessed or co-witnessed with rear sights and a lower third as well. And it does come with with 3 different size screws based on how high you are going to be running it and with how many spacers and so forth. Overall, really, really nice optic, and if you do run a red dot sight but you want to have a little bit more flexibility, or you just want to have something that looks cool, do consider the flip out to the side M90 3-power magnifier by Feyachi.